Hello, everyone, and welcome to Key to Learn English. I'm Sarah, and I'm really happy you're here today. If you use English at work, or you want to feel confident speaking English in meetings, emails, or daily office conversations, this lesson is for you. Today, we're going to talk about how native speakers really talk at work in a natural, calm, and professional way.
Hi everyone, I'm Ryan. Before we begin, please like this video, subscribe to Key to Learn English, and share it with someone who wants to improve their workplace English. Remember, English at work is not about sounding perfect. It's about sounding clear, polite, and confident.
Many English learners believe that native speakers use very difficult English at work. They imagine advanced vocabulary, perfect grammar, and long sentences. But the reality is very different. Native speakers usually use simple words, short sentences, and a friendly tone.
Yes, at work, English is a tool for communication. It is not a language test. Native speakers want to share ideas, solve problems, and work together. That's why their English sounds relaxed and natural.
Let's begin with greetings, because greetings set the mood for the whole conversation. At work, native speakers don't use long greetings. They keep them short and friendly.
In offices, you'll often hear, "Good morning," "Hi," or even just, "Morning." These greetings sound natural and professional at the same time.
When native speakers greet each other, they usually smile and keep moving. They don't stop for long conversations unless needed.
And in online meetings, greetings are also simple. People say things like, "Hi everyone," or "Good morning, hope you're doing well."
Let's practice some natural workplace greetings together.
Repeat after me. Good morning. Hi, how's it going? Morning.
Great job! Now let's talk about small talk at work. Small talk is very important because it helps people feel comfortable before starting serious work.
Native speakers use small talk to build relationships. They don't talk about very personal things. They choose safe and light topics.
Common small talk topics at work include the weekend, the weather, or how busy the day is.
For example, someone might ask, "How was your weekend?" Or, "Busy morning today?"
You don't need long answers. Short answers are more natural.
You can say things like, "It was good, thanks," or, "Yeah, pretty busy."
Let's practice small talk answers together.
Repeat after me. It was good, thanks. Pretty busy. Not too bad.
Now let's move into meetings, because this is where many learners feel nervous. The good news is that native speakers don't speak perfectly in meetings.
Yes, they speak naturally. They use simple phrases to share ideas without sounding too strong.
Native speakers often start opinions with soft phrases like, "I think," or "in my opinion."
For example, "I think this could work," sounds polite and open.
They also use phrases like, "maybe we can," to make suggestions.
For example, "Maybe we can try another option."
Let's practice speaking in meetings.
Repeat after me. I think this could work. In my opinion, this is a good idea. Maybe we can try something else.
Excellent! This is exactly how native speakers sound in meetings.
Simple, calm, and respectful.
Now let's talk about asking questions at work. Native speakers ask questions often, and they are not afraid to ask.
They believe asking questions shows responsibility, not weakness.
Native speakers usually soften their questions with polite words.
They say things like, "Can I just check something?" Or, "Could you explain that again?"
The word just makes the question sound gentle.
Yes, it reduces pressure.
Let's practice polite workplace questions.
Repeat after me. Can I just check something? Could you clarify that? Can you explain this again?
You're doing really well. This English is simple, but very powerful at work.
And this is only the beginning.
Now let's talk about something that many English learners worry about at work: giving updates and explaining progress. Native speakers don't give long explanations unless they need to. They keep things short, clear, and honest.
Yes, they usually focus on what matters right now. For example, instead of explaining every detail, they say simple things like, "I'm working on it," or "It's almost done."
These sentences sound professional because they are clear. They tell the listener exactly what they need to know, without extra information.
Another very common sentence is, "I'll get back to you." This means you will give more information later. Native speakers use this phrase all the time.
Let's practice giving simple updates together.
Repeat after me. "I'm working on it." "I'll get back to you later." "I should have it ready by tomorrow."
Great! Now let's talk about deadlines, because deadlines are a normal part of work life. Native speakers talk about deadlines calmly, not emotionally.
Yes, they don't panic in their language. They say things like, "The deadline is Friday," or "I'll need a bit more time."
Notice the phrase "a bit." Native speakers use it to sound softer.
For example, "I'll need a bit more time" sounds polite and reasonable.
Let's practice talking about deadlines.
Repeat after me. "The deadline is Friday." "I'll need a bit more time." "I can finish this by tomorrow."
Now let's move to something very important: making mistakes at work. Everyone makes mistakes, including native speakers.
The difference is how they talk about mistakes. Native speakers don't hide them. They take responsibility calmly.
You'll often hear phrases like, "sorry about that," or "that was my mistake."
These sentences sound professional because they show honesty and responsibility.
Let's practice talking about mistakes.
Repeat after me. "Sorry about that." "That was my mistake." "I'll fix it right away."
Excellent. Now let's talk about asking for help at work. Many learners feel shy asking for help, but native speakers ask for help often.
Yes, asking for help shows teamwork. Native speakers usually ask in a polite and relaxed way.
They say things like, "Could you help me with this?" or "Do you have a moment?"
These phrases sound respectful and professional.
Let's practice asking for help.
Repeat after me. "Could you help me with this?" "Do you have a moment?" "I could use some help here."
Now let's talk about talking to managers. This can feel stressful, but native speakers don't change their English too much. They just become a little more polite.
Yes, they often start sentences softly. For example, "I just wanted to ask about," or "I wanted to check something."
For example, "I just wanted to ask about the meeting tomorrow." This sounds polite and calm.
Another common sentence is, "I wanted to get your thoughts on this." This shows respect for the manager's opinion.
Let's practice speaking to a manager politely.
Repeat after me. "I just wanted to ask about this." "I wanted to get your thoughts on it."
Now let's talk about giving ideas and suggestions. Native speakers don't give commands. They make suggestions gently.
They often use phrases like, "Maybe we could," or "One idea might be."
For example, maybe we could move the meeting to tomorrow. This sounds polite and cooperative.
Or, one idea might be to start earlier. This leaves space for discussion.
Let's practice making polite suggestions.
Repeat after me. Maybe we could try this. One idea might be to change the plan.
Great. Now let's talk about disagreement at work. Disagreement is normal, but native speakers disagree politely.
They don't say, "You're wrong." They say things like, "I see your point, but," or "I'm not sure I agree."
For example, I see your point, but I think we should look at this again.
Or, "I'm not sure I agree, but I understand your idea."
Let's practice polite disagreement.
Repeat after me. I see your point, but I'm not sure I agree.
Now let's talk about feedback. Native speakers give feedback carefully. They usually start with something positive.
Yes, they might say, "This looks good so far," or "I like this part."
Then they add a suggestion. For example, this looks good so far. Maybe we can improve this part.
This sounds helpful, not negative.
Let's practice giving polite feedback.
Repeat after me. This looks good so far. Maybe we can improve this part. I like this idea.
Now let's move to remote work and online meetings. Native speakers keep things simple and clear online.
They often start meetings with phrases like, "Can everyone hear me?" or "Thanks for joining."
They also check understanding by asking, "Does that make sense?" or "Is that clear?"
These questions help everyone stay connected.
Let's practice online meeting phrases.
Repeat after me. Can everyone hear me? Does that make sense? Any questions?
Now let's talk about ending conversations and meetings. Native speakers end politely and positively.
They say things like, "Thanks for your time," or "Let's follow up later."
Ending politely leaves a good impression.
Yes, it shows professionalism.
Let's practice ending a meeting.
Repeat after me. Thanks for your time. Let's follow up later. Have a great day.
Now let's slow down and reflect. Notice how simple all of this English is.
Native speakers don't try to sound perfect. They try to sound clear, calm, and respectful.
If you remember only one thing from today, remember this. Simple English is strong English.
Confidence comes from clarity, not complexity.
Let's do a short confidence practice together. Speak slowly and clearly.
Repeat after me. I can speak English at work. I don't need perfect English. I sound professional and confident.
You're doing a great job. Just by listening and repeating, you're building confidence.
And confidence grows every time you use English in real situations.
Now let's talk about something very common in daily work life: emails and messages. Native speakers do not write very formal or very long emails for daily communication. They keep their writing simple, polite, and clear.
Yes, most work emails today sound friendly and direct. Native speakers often start with a simple greeting like "Hi" or "Hello," followed by the person's name. They don't usually write long introductions.
For example, a native speaker might write, "Hi, John," and then go straight to the message. This sounds natural and professional.
They also often use polite softeners in emails, like "just," "a quick," or "I wanted to check." These words make the message sound friendly.
For example, "I just wanted to check if you received my message." This sentence sounds polite and calm.
Or, "This is a quick reminder about the meeting tomorrow." That sounds helpful, not demanding.
Let's practice some simple email sentences.
Repeat after me. I just wanted to check if you saw this. This is a quick reminder. Please let me know.
Now let's talk about saying no at work. This is difficult for many English learners. Native speakers say no politely, not directly.
Yes, they usually explain a little and use soft language. They don't say only no. They add kindness.
For example, a native speaker might say, "I'm afraid I can't help with that right now."
Or, I don't think I'll be able to join today. These sentences sound respectful and professional.
Let's practice polite ways to say no.
Repeat after me. I'm afraid I can't help right now. I don't think I'll be able to join. Maybe another time.
Now let's talk about phone calls at work. Phone calls can feel stressful because you don't see the other person. Native speakers keep phone language simple.
Yes, they often start with, "Hi, this is Ryan," or, "Hello, I'm calling about." This clearly explains who they are and why they're calling.
During phone calls, native speakers speak slowly and clearly. They don't rush.
And if they don't understand, they ask politely. They say things like, "Sorry, could you repeat that?"
Let's practice phone call phrases.
Repeat after me. Hi, this is Sarah. I'm calling about the meeting. Sorry, could you repeat that?
Now let's talk about confidence. Confidence in workplace English does not come from perfect grammar. It comes from comfort and practice.
Native speakers feel comfortable because they use English every day. You can build the same comfort with regular practice.
One helpful habit is to prepare a few sentences before meetings or calls. Native speakers often do this too.
Yes, preparation makes speaking easier and reduces stress.
Another important point is tone. Native speakers use a calm and friendly tone. Even simple sentences sound professional when the tone is good.
That's why it's important to relax when you speak. You don't need to rush.
Let's practice calm, confident speaking.
Repeat after me slowly. I'm happy to help. Let me check and get back to you. That sounds good to me.
Now let's talk about teamwork. Native speakers often use we instead of I at work. This shows cooperation.
Yes, they say things like, "We can look at this together," or "We'll work on it."
Using we makes conversations feel more positive and supportive.
Let's practice teamwork language. Repeat after me. We can work on this together. We'll take care of it. Let's look at this.
Now let's talk about ending the workday. Native speakers end the day politely and positively.
They say things like, "Have a good evening," or "Talk to you tomorrow."
These small phrases help build good relationships at work.
Yes, and they leave a positive feeling.
Let's practice ending the day.
Repeat after me. Have a good evening. Talk to you tomorrow. See you later.
Now, let's pause and think about everything we've practiced. Native speakers at work use simple English, polite phrases, and a calm tone.
They don't try to sound perfect. They try to communicate clearly and respectfully.
If you remember these ideas, your workplace English will feel much easier.
And every time you speak, your confidence will grow.
Before we finish, let's do one final confidence exercise. Speak clearly and believe in yourself.
Repeat after me. I can communicate clearly at work. I sound calm and professional. I am improving every day.
You did a wonderful job today. Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep speaking.
Tell us in the comments, what workplace situation do you want to practice more?
Like this video, subscribe to Key to Learn English, and share it with someone who needs workplace English.
We believe in you.
See you in the next lesson. Bye!